Hello guys, what are you doing? This episode starts and we get to see that Luo Fong was standing in front of his friend and he understands by looking at him that brother, the consciousness power level of this guy is very high, due to which Luo Fong decides that he is going to fight him using his martial arts right now, and he was also saying that I am getting a very strange feeling from him. Well, whatever it is, apart from this I still have Void Defense Soul Core Arm, so if I use it, then I can still win very easily, and here my chances are still being made. After which we get to see that Luo Fong immediately uses his sword form, and then immediately after that he was moving forward with great speed to attack this guy Glaci and is saying that I will not leave you, with which here he also started saying that even if you have mental defense, but despite that if I will penetrate deep inside your soul and it will have a very bad effect on you. But then he sees the glass which was being created by science with its own hands. After which Luo Fong is trapped inside an illusion. Luo Fong sees that he is standing far away from his planet, and here a lot of terrifying energy is being released on the earth. Luo Fong sees here that the Zerg warriors of the Zerg Queen inside the earth had attacked and they had ruined the condition of the earth. They had created destruction everywhere and had completely resolved to wipe out the traces of humans etc. from everywhere. The entire earth was completely destroyed and there was no place left where these Zerg warriors were not spread or they had not caused destruction. They had destroyed every place completely. There were attacks after attacks everywhere and traces of fire attacks were visible everywhere. After seeing this, he got stunned. But Luo Fong gets very surprised that what is this Zerg warrior doing here. Along with this, Luo Fong was very surprised to see everything happening in front of him and he could not believe it. Actually, Luo Fong was now trapped inside his illusion, and the illusion created by him is not a normal illusion from which Luo Fong can get out easily. Luo Fong notices that the condition of his family has worsened in front of his eyes. His brother has also been attacked by the Zerg warrior and now a lot of blood was coming out of his mouth. Luo Fong notices that his father is also in a very bad condition, along with Luo Fong's wife Sushin. Her condition was also bad. But still Luo Fong was trying to control himself and was telling himself that I do not need to panic, actually. All these are illusions that this guy Lacey has created so that I can lose my focus here. Apart from this, Luo Fan is explaining to himself that nothing has happened here that I should be afraid of, so why should I be afraid of it? I will get out of it and I will destroy you. But even then we see that Luo Fong is shouting, and here Luo Fong was just trying to get out of this thing. Luo Fong's whole family is watching everything that how bad is happening to Luo Fong here. Luo Fong starts saying here that no matter what happens, I will not give up so soon here, and at the same time, all the things that Luo Fong was fighting with were appearing in front of him. Due to which it was so tough for Luo Fan to get out of this illusion because it had become so dangerous to get out of this illusion. That Luo Fong is still struggling here and was still trapped inside that illusion, yet he keeps killing the Zerg warriors, and in a very bad way he also destroyed this place. In the end we get to see that the Zerg warriors in front of him were coming to attack once again, but still Luo Fong keeps beating them. Despite beating them, Luo Fong understood that he cannot get out of all these things in this way, and he is saying that I should not have taken a chance in all these things here to participate in this war, with which now millions of Zerg warriors come after him. Luo Fong is trying to get out of this illusion here, and all the other people who were there are also watching how Luo Fan can get himself out of all these things, after which we get to see that this fight is now taking place more in the universe than on Earth, where Luo Fong still has many warriors in front of him, but now Luo Fong is constantly fighting them and ultimately he manages to crush the Zerg warrior badly. In the real world, we get to see that Glaci is constantly using his weapons. Luo Fong is using his shield to suppress Luo Fan, but he was not able to do anything like that, and we get to see that all the people were taking a lot of interest in this match because Luo Fong's bravery was really worth watching. And the host is also saying that this guy is really very dangerous. This guy Glaci has very dangerous illusions, due to which he does not spare the person standing in front of him. Even then Luo Fong was fighting very well against him, after which we see that Luo Fong uses his shield, and as the Zerg warrior was moving forward and attacking him, Luo Fong is trying his best to stop him. In fact, we get to see that here it is not the Zerg warrior but Glaci who is attacking Luo Fong, with which Luo Fan's eyes are still closed. He was constantly struggling to close his eyes. To open the illusion, Luo Fong remembers that he can use the technique taught to him by the eldest brother in the Fairyland cult. We see Luo Fan, whose inner world is producing a lot of energy from his core. Warrior Li Shan and Warrior Hong are also watching to see what Luo Fong will do. Luo Fong used all his power to actually get himself out of the illusion, which was a big thing for Luo Fan. As soon as Luo Fong comes out of the illusion, a lot of energy is coming out of his eyes. Luo Fong screams and immediately attacks the Zerg warrior, and in real life, he destroys Glaci's weapon. After which we see that once again he is trying to spray Luo Fong through his illusion. Luo Fan is completely destroyed in front of him. The family is lying dead, but now Luo Fan was able to control himself and was saying that, "Do you think that this one trick of yours can attack me again and again?" With which he immediately took out his armament and was saying that, "Now I am not going to stop at all in front of you," and immediately using his weapon here, he attacked him in the form of a sword. Glacy transforms into Khan the Sport and finishes off Luo Fang, after which we get to see that finally Luo was successful in defeating Fangs, and after seeing this, all the people are surprised and more than half of them could not believe that can this Lu Fang be so powerful that he can defeat his opponent standing in front of him so easily. Then we are also shown that lady who was saying that this is the first time that someone has broken the illusion created by Glacy. From this only it can be guessed that how powerful Luo Fan is. Along with this we also see Rong Jun, who is saying that, "Luo Fang, I want to fight with you," and at the same time Luo Fang's family was getting very happy. His children were also getting very happy and cheering him. Now we get to see that the match of all the other opponents was being decided, that who will fight with whom next. Then Luo Fang and Ai Chan both had to fight with each other. Luo Fang was standing there, and in the meantime Ai Chan came there to meet him and was saying that, "I have been following Luo Fang for a long time." Then Luo Fang shook hands with her and was saying that, "I don't know why I am getting some strange kind of vibe from her. Ai Chan may look simple, but still I feel that the girl will be very dangerous and powerful, and I will have to use different types of high-speed attacks with her because attacking her is not a small thing." And at the same time Luo Fang was also saying that it will be known only after fighting with her. Ai Chan herself was so confident that she was telling Luo Fang that, "Luo Fang, you won. It's good, but the saddest thing is that you became my opponent," with which she immediately disappeared from there and was telling Luo Fan that, "Luo Fang, I will soon fight with you. I will meet you during this time and I hope that you will definitely come in that battle," with which we get to see that she disappears from there immediately. When she was leaving from there, she looks at Luo Fang and says, "That which trump card is she hiding from me?" Now the match of these two had started, where we get to see that Luo Fang and Ai Chan were standing in front of each other when Ai Chan says to Luo Fang that, "Luo Fang, why do I feel that you are a little nervous? Why do I feel that you are scared of fighting with me?" But then Shushi's brother went crazy after seeing this, but Shushi gets very angry with him. Now we get to see that Ai Chan immediately starts attacking Luo Fang with great speed. Luo Fang finishes one of her attacks. Before that she attacks 5 more, i.e. she was trapping Luo Fang badly. Poor Luo Fang was trying his best to attack him, but till now he had not shown his trump card, and she was continuously attacking Luo Fang. Luo Fang was saying that, "Fortunately I had also practiced light contract with elder brother, due to which I am able to detect here beforehand, otherwise with this girl I would have been unable to do anything. It would have been really difficult for me to fight," with which now we see that both of them were continuously attacking each other, and Luo Fang is saying that, "You have attacked enough. Now it is my turn," and immediately he moves forward, but Ai Chan started smiling. As soon as Luo Fang throws his sword towards her, God knows what happens. All the time, etc., everything stops, and Ai Chan immediately catches that weapon and starts attacking Luo Fang. Fortunately, Luo Fang regains his balance in time, and was also successful in saving himself, and now Luo Fan understands that the power that this girl actually has is the law of time. After which we see that here Luo Fang understood her movement, and he also came to know how this girl is using her power. Then both Hong and Leshan were standing here. Then Hong starts saying that this girl has the power of time. So because of this she is able to control the law of time, and at the same time all the other people were cheering for the girl. Everyone thought that the girl will win and everyone was praising her, and at the same time they see Baba, who now does her calculation and says that the chances of Luo Fan winning are not 99.99% at all, which means that Luo Fang will lose, with which we get to see that Baba had made her prediction, but Luo Fang was not going to give up so soon. Luo Fan had come to know how the girl was using her power, due to which it was now a bit easier for her to attack, and Luo Fang was also getting hit by her continuously, but still he was continuously attacking her using the second form of his armament, and was saying that if she keeps using her power like this, then how will I defeat her? With this, we get to see that Ai-chan was not even taking time to breathe and was continuously attacking Luo Fan. Her expressions showed that she was enjoying fighting with Luo Fan. She tells Luo Fan that Luo Fan should be ready. "I am coming again." Luo Fan calls all his clones to attack the girl, but she kills all the clones one by one, and now after killing all of them, she came to Luo Fan to finish him off too. But Luo Fang was not going to give up so quickly. He uses his form method and immediately throws his sword towards her. This time, she once again uses her slowdown of time and then immediately catches his sword and tells Luo Fang that unfortunately you will not be able to do this, and now she is moving towards Luo Fang. While attacking him, she says goodbye Luo Fang, but in the meantime we get to see that all this was a trick of Luo Fang. Actually, Luo Fang was waiting for the time to end. As soon as the time becomes normal, Luo Fang immediately grabs his head and says bye-bye Didi. After that, the match ends here and no one had expected that it will end in this way, and now we get to see that Luo Fang's family was equally surprised and all the other contestants who were playing the match, and apart from this, those who were watching the match were all very surprised. On the other hand, the scene of the earth is shown where these people were still keeping their eyes inside that nest to know what is going on here. Then Li Shun sees that a very big dangerous bomb is about to explode on Luofan, because now the next one who will be opened by Luofan can either be Rang Jun or Brand, means that both of them are devastated in themselves. Luofang was also thinking the same thing and was saying that no matter who I fight with, it will be very difficult for me to fight with both of them. Then we see Brand, who had entered here to fight, and we come to know that Brand is actually a dangerous level warrior. He spent a lot of time in his training. Actually, he used to do his training inside the Trangalam galaxy, and there is also a planet inside that galaxy which is addressed as NGC 604. We get to see that we get to know a little more about him, that when he went to fight, then he alone killed 50,000 people like this. He had killed everyone at the Moat Ghat. Even a few more people were left who were innocent, and at the same time he was fighting at a very dangerous level. He had also released the enemies and the rest of the people who were left behind. But then AI Chan starts scaring Luofang and says that Luofang, you are fighting against him, the probability of your winning is very low, with which we get to see that there was a fight between Rang Jun and Brand. We get to see that all the people are very curious to see this fight. Then many clones of Brand come here. He immediately sends them to attack Rang Yung. All the people are always supporting Brand here. Because no one can be as great as Brand, that's why Rang Jun was trying a lot here. The lords were also watching this match. But still there is a very big impossible task in front of Brand, and we get to see that he just does one attack in that Rang Jun's condition had become bad. Here Rang Jun loses and all the other people are supporting Brand. He had reached the semifinals and Luofang had also reached the semifinals, due to which it is obvious that if Luofang has to fight with Brand here, then Luofan needs a very dangerous and successful strategy. Then we see that Brand was passing in front of him, but he ignores Luofan and goes away from there. And then we see Rang Jun, who comes there and was standing by Luofang's side. Luofang also comes to him and says that you fought very well, but Rang Jun gets angry and says that my fighting spirit is arousing even more. Luofan, you are also like me, and I hope, and I also want to see how far your position will go with Brand and how far you can go. Then Luofang starts telling him that you don't worry, I will give my best. I am going to be in this fight, and we also get to see that here the girl who had come with the Brand had also won her match, and now it was the turn of Lung Yun, who had already become one of the finalists, and now all of them. The semi-finalists will fight among themselves. After seeing which the girl says that unexpectedly he also came here, I had underestimated it. Let's look at Luo Frank, who is currently looking at the same board, and he was saying that if I have to enter the pristine airspace, then I will definitely have to fight here no matter what happens, and I have to win. With which we get to see that now there was a lot of hustle and bustle inside the universe, because now this semi-final round which is going to happen can be a very critical round. All the people had become even more excited for this round and are just waiting for when this round will start. Everyone's eyes are on this round. Then they see Shehan, who is getting very sad here and is saying that I am not able to understand what to do this time. On whom should I bat? And at the same time he looks at Rang Jun, who is going to lose this match. After that it was quite serious, but now the next match that is going to happen is probably going to be between Brand and Luofan. However guys, this is the end of today's episode and I hope you liked it.